everyone, welcome to my channel, Sabon Rai New Life. This channel is aimed to enable, support and encourage you. New life isn't about age. New life applies to all who needs a change, and age is not a barrier to change. Today I encourage you to consider changing to a new life. Today I will be looking at the topic evil pronouncements. Reject evil agreement made on your behalf. Evil pronouncement over your life holds if you agree to it or you do nothing about it. God gave you life and sent you on the present journey you're in. Passing through life, you meet different people who minister to your needs to assist you in your journey or to get you to a destination. These people are inclusive of all: parents, family, far and near, spouse, children, schoolmates, colleagues, and your community at large. Your location is also a factor, name it all. This contribution of people or the building of the fundamental attitude towards your life are poured into you, depending on the situation and the position when you are in contact or at the point you're passing through. On some occasions, you have no choice then. At the appointed time of passing through this part of life, some of the contacts are struggling themselves, going through difficult times. So the stories of our life cannot be told without them. These stories are sometimes very difficult ones, but that is the beginning. It is also the past, as well as the time of unknown. At that time, you do not know better. Some of the things, even though negative, are also done in ignorance. For the people who are building and shaping you, thought they are acting for your best interest. Or some deliberately will want to harm you. Or some may want to terminate your dream. Or some may want to change your path in life. The book of Lamentation 3:37. For who can act against you without the Lord's permission? It is the Lord who helps one and harms another. Even though history is written as you pass through, history is also known as the story of the past. Who you are is not what you are passing through or the circumstances around you. Though you are tagged or associated with that evil occurrence or the difficult time, that is not you. If you can leave the past behind today by pressing forward, some people dwell in the past, so they continue to carry the emblem of the past, which is also what they present when opportunity and chances appear. They keep making the past look bigger than the present and the future. This keep blocking and not allowing them to see beyond. I plead with you to stop making the past evil occurrence real in the present. The past is the past. Yesterday is gone. If you cannot bring yesterday back, why leave it today? In this series, we are going to be looking at different calamities or decisions made on behalf of people in their past, and how they have turned things around and how they have developed and uphold the good building to add value to themselves. The first story we're going to learn from is the story of Daniel. And we are going to be reading from Daniel chapter 1. In the 3rd year of the rule of Judah's king Jehoiakim, Babylon's king Nebuchadnezzar came to Jerusalem and attacked it. The Lord handed Judah's king Jehoiakim over to Nebuchadnezzar, along with some of the equipment from God's house. Nebuchadnezzar took this to Shinar, to his own God's temple, putting them in his God's treasury. Nebuchadnezzar instructed his highest official, Aspenes, 2. Choose royal descendants and members of the ruling class from Israelites. Good-looking young men without defects, skilled in all wisdom, possessing knowledge, conversant with learning, and capable of serving in the king's palace. Aspanes was to teach them the Chaldeans language and its literature. The king assigned these young men daily allotment from his own food and from the royal wine. Aspanes was to teach them for 3 years, so that at the end of that time they could serve before the king. Among these 3 men from the Judeans were Daniel, Ananias, Mishael, and Azariah. But the chief official gave them new names. He named Daniel Belteshazzar, Ananias Shadrach, Mishael Meshach, and Azariah Abednego. Daniel decided that he wouldn't pollute himself with the king's ration or the royal wine, and he appealed to the chief official in hope that he wouldn't have to do so. Now, God has established faithful loyalty between Daniel and the chief official. But the chief official said to Daniel, "I'm afraid of my master, the king, who has mandated what you are to eat and drink. What will happen if he sees your faces looking thinner than the other young men in your group? The king will have my head because of you." So Daniel spoke to the guard whom the chief official had appointed over Daniel, Ananias, Mishael, and Azariah. "Why not test your servant for 10 days? You could give us a diet of vegetable to eat and water to drink. Then compare our appearance to the appearance of the young men who eat the king's food. Then deal with your servants according to what you see." Then the guard decided to go along with their plan and test them for 10 days. And at the end of 10 days, they looked better and healthier than all the young men who were eating the king's food. So the guard kept taking away their ration and wine they were supposed to drink and gave them vegetable instead. And God gave knowledge, mastery of all literature and wisdom to these 4 men. Daniel himself gained understanding of every type of vision and dream. When the time came to review the young men as the king has ordered, the chief officer brought them before Nebuchadnezzar. When the king spoke with them, he found no one as good as Daniel, Ananias, Mishael, and Azariah. So they took their place in the king's service. Whenever the king consulted them about any aspect of wisdom and understanding, he found them head and shoulder above all the dream interpreters and enchanters in his entire kingdom. And Daniel stayed in the king's service until the 1st year of King Cyrus. You can see from this story that God works with people that are ready to live an undefiled life. God will also honor those who decide to seek Him in their situation. These 4 Hebrew boys are young war victims. They found themselves in a strange land. Not only that, the plan was to completely change their DNA and to change their identity from the inner mind, to make them forget who they are. Someone had taken control of their lives, mankind's decision and pronouncement on them. These boys were able to stand because they have something in them. They had the Spirit of God and they acted in faith. This can happen to anyone today. Many are brainwashed and constantly fed with wrong doctrines that are misleading. This is to enslave you and me. Today, take a step of faith and be like these Hebrew boys who refused to defile themselves. In doing so, they changed their stories around. They took the step of faith and God backed them up. They fulfilled their purpose in life. God elevated them above their mates. God honored them because they honor God. If you do not take charge of your life and allow God to direct, rule, and reign, others will take charge of you, and the outcome may not be favorable. God is the only one friend, master, and the Lord that is able to help you live a life that is purposeful. He is the only one that can make you an achiever. Today, I pray for you, whatever situation or circumstance that you're presently in, the Lord will help you to make a wise decision that will get you into freedom and deliverance. You will not be enslaved or brainwashed by men who are destiny changers with their sweet tongue, yet they are evil and dangerous. Thank you for watching this video. Please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And do not forget to leave your post notification on. Thank you. Bye for now. See you in my next video.